You know, most of us think starting a business means you need a huge loan, maybe a rich uncle, right? But what if I told you that's just not true? The reality is you can start a business like today with literally zero money. All you need is a skill, a bit of creativity, and a whole lot of hustle. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the exact playbook for building a real business from, well, nothing.
All right, here's our game plan. We're going to cover this in 4 key stages. First, why it's all about your skills, not some brilliant idea. Second, why you've got to focus on services, not products. Third, how to actually find clients without spending a dime. And finally, how to reinvest that first bit of cash to really scale up. Simple as that. Let's dive in.
Okay, this right here, this is the core idea, the big mindset shift you need to make. Seriously, stop worrying about what you don't have. Instead, let's focus on what you do have. You've got time, you've got skills. See, this isn't about buying your way into business. It's about earning your way in, one small job at a time.
All right, first things first. Where do you even begin? I'll tell you where not to begin. Trying to invent the next Facebook. Honestly, that pressure to have some revolutionary, world-changing idea, it's a total trap. Your most valuable asset right now is way, way simpler. It's a practical skill.
So I want you to ask yourself this one simple question. And believe me, it's the only one that matters right now. Forget the 5-year plan. Just ask, what can I do that someone will pay for today? Whatever your answer is, that's it. That's your starting point.
And look how simple these examples are. We're not talking about needing a PhD here. Can you write a clear email? Boom! You've got the basic skills for copywriting. Are you pretty good with Canva? Guess what? You can manage social media for a local shop. The whole goal here is just to connect a simple thing you can do with a common problem someone else has.
Now maybe you're looking at that list and thinking, I got nothing. Hey, that's okay. Here's your answer. YouTube. Seriously. With all the free tutorials out there, one focused month, just 1 month, is enough to learn a really valuable high-demand skill. You see, you don't find your starting capital. You create it with your time.
Okay, so you've got your skill picked out. Fantastic. But how do you actually turn that into cash, like right away? Well, this brings us to a really critical, non-negotiable rule for starting with zero cost. You have to sell services, not products.
And let me show you why this is so important. A product business, it's a cash trap. Think about it. You have to pay for inventory, for manufacturing, all of that stuff before you ever see a single dollar from a customer. But with a service, your inventory is just your time. You can get paid up front before you even do the work. It completely flips the whole cash flow problem on its head.
I mean, just think about it. You could probably start any one of these businesses this afternoon. They all solve a specific nagging problem for somebody. And the best part? For a lot of them, the only tool you need is the phone that's probably in your hand right now. All right, you've got your skill, you've packaged it up as a service, that's great. But let's be real, a business with no customers is just a hobby. So now we get to the most crucial part of all, how to find people who will actually pay you without spending a single penny on advertising.
So here's the secret. Don't just go online and shout into the void, "Hey, hire me." No, the key is to listen. You need to go to the digital campfires where your ideal clients are already hanging out, Facebook groups, Reddit communities, places like that, and just listen to what they're complaining about. I'm telling you, those complaints, they're absolute gold mines of opportunity.
But, okay, I hear you. How do I get that very first yes when I don't have a portfolio or any past work to show? Well, here's the pro tip. The real secret sauce. You offer to do that first job for free, or maybe for a big discount. But there's a catch. You do it in exchange for a killer testimonial, because that review, that's your social proof. It's free marketing that will help you land your first, second, and third paying clients. So you follow these steps, you land a few clients, and boom, the cash starts to trickle in. This right here is the moment of truth. It's where you have to make a choice. Are you going to stay a side hustle forever, or are you going to build a real business? Let's talk about how you make that jump and start to scale. Look, it is so tempting to get that first paycheck and immediately go spend it on something nice for yourself. You've got to resist that urge. That first bit of money, it's not profit,
It's fuel. Think of it like seed money that you need to plant right back into the business so you can get a much, much bigger harvest later on.
So how exactly do you use that fuel? Well, you climb this ladder, and you do it in this specific order. Step 1, upgrade your tools. Better software, maybe a faster laptop, anything that makes you more efficient. Step 2, build a simple, professional-looking website to boost your credibility. Then, once you're getting busy, step 3 is to outsource the boring, basic tasks. Delegate. Free up your time for the high-value stuff. And hey, notice what's dead last? Ads. You only spend money on ads once your whole system is proven to work.
Let's put all this into perspective with a quick comparison. So if you look at something like freelance writing or social media management, what do you need to start? A skill, something you either have or can learn pretty fast. Now, compare that to dropshipping. Yeah, it's popular, but it's a product model. That means research, and most importantly, you don't get paid until after the sale. For a true zero-cost start, sticking to the service side is almost always going to be the smarter, faster way to get cash in your pocket.
And this might just be the most important lesson of the entire explainer. Start ugly, start fast. Your first attempt is not going to be perfect. Your website might be a little clunky. Your sales pitch might sound awkward. You know what? It doesn't matter. Do not wait for perfection because it will never come. Action is what brings clarity. So learn, deliver, get feedback, and repeat. The key is to just start. So there you have it. That's the playbook. The only thing missing now is you taking action. See, the question was never really if you could start a business with no money. The real question, the only one that matters now, is what will you start today?